Hello everybody, Blundered Games here, and today I'm going to be addressing the cheating allegations and simply explaining how I drew stockfish. And I do believe the people making these allegations are trolls, but I'm just doing this on the off chance that they actually care enough to stop in and listen and perhaps get some ideas for the openings. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so this was today's draw with stockfish. As you can see, I have 7 of those, right? And so this is what happened in the game. Typical Scotch Gambit ideas, Dubois Bertie. Then I played the Knockmanson Gambit. Now, it's really difficult to really do all that much. I mean, look, look at the weird game review. Knight takes c3 is best. D takes c3 is best. We don't know. I guess, which one's better? This one's minus 1.3, this one's minus 0.5. Okay, I mean, let's go with what Stockfish played, I guess. And so you sacrifice the bishop here to get the king out, because that's the whole idea of the Knockmanson. And you play queen to d5. Very simple. And now let's just go over why it plays king to e8. The only other move is king to f6. Right, but that's kind of hard to spot. Somehow. Look at this. After a mistake, it's somehow better for me than it was. So what's the actual best move? What's the best move? Is it this? Okay, it is the best move. After here, there's probably bishop g5 or something. What about bishop b5? I haven't really studied the king f6 line. If you want to refute the Knockmanson Gambit, king f6 is probably the best idea. So I guess this is just cutting away the escape squares. I mean, now if he plays anything except h5, that's just mate. Sorry, h6, that's going to be mate. And so it's just a very forcing line. Right, and now you win the queen. Right, and after disconnected and saw that. So it's just I don't know. There's only one line in the king f6 line that doesn't lose immediately. So he plays king e8. Now let's actually go over each one of these king moves. Here was a horrible idea because now you're based. Well, I mean, now if you go here, you have, I believe, bishop to f5 as the idea. Oh, my apologies. It's forced mate, I mean, come on. And what human would play this? I mean, then there's this, right, and then that. And then I believe h4 is the idea. Oh, what am I talking about? It's this. Then if up, then just here and checkmate, right? I mean, so you can't go there. You can't really do this very easily either, right? Horrible idea. So after that, it's I mean, you are going to be picking up the queen, but you can delay that in a bit. I mean, you can go to e8. And I mean, just look at the eval, it's not great for it at all. So king e7 is a horrible idea. And so is king to g6. Everything was a blunder except king to f6, right? Because here, here, and here, right? And now it actually has to sacrifice the queen. Because if here it's made immediately, if here, then you just check, it walks over. I mean, now let's actually go over white. He can't just go here or something because rook e1. And then, oh no, he doesn't have any moves, and then just mate. Right, so that's why you can't do that. And you have a really, really great checkmate here. Just discover an attack, and then all of that. So it gets really easy once you learn the ideas. Easy to understand why everything else is so horrible. Now let's go over what actually happened in the game, which is king here and rook to e1. Now this is a very forcing line, right? Just asking, what move would you play here as black except queen f6? Okay, time's up. If you said bishop to d6, you are definitely losing. Definitely losing. It is not going to turn out well for you. Because now, if you don't sacrifice your queen, look what happens. You are going to get checkmated. What? Oh, it's mate in 2, not mate in 7. What am I doing? What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Oh, duh, it's this. Yeah, there. Okay. But if you can see how this is just horrible for black. Horrible. Even though it is an even position because of all the material we lost, this is actually just totally winning because you have this initiative and all that. It's not gonna turn out too well. Okay, well, what if he doesn't play the move the engine recommends? What if he plays here instead? Now it's knight g5, and if you don't sacrifice the bishop, see you're actually sacrificing the bishop to clear space for the king, right? But if you don't sacrifice the bishop, then it's gonna be mate, right? And I guess rook to f8 is also a fine idea, but then it's not going to be all that great. I mean, I guess the engine wants me to just run around for a while, just horsing around. Stupid joke, but you're just gonna PP on the PP. You're just gonna put pressure on everything, and now it still wants this sacrifice just to clear space for the king, right? It plays something like this, trying to get the bishop out somehow. I mean, that's just gonna be screwed, right? Because everything is pinned. This is pinned. This is pinned. This is pinned. That's just theory of the Nachmanson. So queen f6 really is the only idea. I mean, if you said anything else, it loses to something similar. Except d6, that loses to something else entirely. We'll go over that later. But you can just see how forcing this is already. Now, this is actually very hard to see because it is a queen sacrifice. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, even the game review is just sort of confused about the evaluation. You can see how it decreases after black plays the best move. It's really odd, right? So it doesn't exactly know what's going on. But after bishop to g5, queen f7 is the idea that it wants. Right, so you just take to get out of the way of the queen, and then just knight to e5, because now this little queen in sacrifice idea doesn't exactly work, because now you can just take, boom. If he takes back, guess what? You are also going to be picking up the bishop eventually. I actually don't remember why this is winning. Oh, okay, takes you pin. Yeah, okay. Alright, so really every move that he plays is absolutely forced because everything else loses immediately. Right? I mean, even this here just allows mate. Right? So he has to retreat into the corner. He has to trade. And I'm a human. I can't play perfectly. As you can see, it's recommending a lot of moves that are apparently better than what I've chosen. And yes, Komodo did play this. But it stops and kill our bishops, and it gets really easy. So hopefully you guys can understand why the Nachmanson Gambit is just so forcing. I mean, it's a computer crusher because if they don't play knight takes and instead they play d takes, then you're just going to have a really, really easy game if you've memorized the moves you need to do. Now, this is an advanced opening. I don't recommend this if you're below 1500. 1500, we'll say. I mean, you probably wouldn't recommend this for me since I'm only 1600. This is really a really advanced opening, so. But what can you do? I wanted a video, so I decided to just draw stockfish. Sorry, Komodo, not stockfish. And that makes my life a lot easier. So, hopefully nobody has any qualms about this, since, yes, it does play the same line. We'll actually look at some of the other games. Pick a game, any random game here, like draw. Oops. Wait, what was this? What was this draw? What? Oh no, I thought like against me. Excuse me. Does this guy use an engine? What? Confusing. Yeah, this guy's not 200. Nah, that's not even real. But I mean, I don't know how that's on my profile, but you see all the losses. That's when he didn't play e5. Very annoying. But like this was the very first draw I had against him, and we'll just skip to the end. I mean, you can see that this was the almost exact same game, right? I mean, look, I mean, just same sacrifice, same everything, almost the same line even. I think this was the exact same game. Yeah, was this the exact same game? Only thing that was different was the moving the bishop back and forth at the end. Just a little different there, right? And then he decided to promote. Just not at all different. I mean, it even has similar best move and great move counts, so, I mean, this is just a very forcing line, and it will play this 3 times out of 10. I say 3 times out of 10 because the Dubois Reti defense is relatively rare for it to play, but it will play it a couple times every now and then. And even when it does play e5, sometimes it'll play the fucking hacksaw instead of the more solid line, which is the Dubois Reti defense. Now, hopefully you guys are willing willing to learn this because I will be making a tutorial on how to play the Rockmanson Gambit very soon. And I will just be going over a couple of the lines. Everything is winning. It gets very intuitive once you get about 5 moves into each line. So you don't really need to remember everything, but that's all. So, not a cheater. Just play really, really forcing opening. And I think this will actually work on any engine. Well, I'll try this on the actual Stockfish from the position that is the Dubois T defense and see if it knows any of the refutation. The actual Stockfish, not Komodo. So, thank you guys. As always, thank you for watching. This has been Blundered Games, and I am a dumbass. Thank you.